is Tanisa, and I was introduced to Enagic by my sister. You see, for probably about the last 7 to 8 years, I had been very sick. And I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and on a ton of pain medications, on and off for years and years and years. So I figured, you know, I live in an apartment, I'm paying for bottled water anyways, might as well get a gallon and try it out, see what it does for me. Couldn't hurt to drink better water, right? What I didn't realize is how life-changing this would actually be for me. See, fibromyalgia basically was just where anything that you would normally feel as an ache or a pain, I felt as severe pain. So I would have to be on a ton of pain medication in order to just make it through day-to-day life because everything hurt so bad all the time. So in the end of December, I started drinking Kangen water. I ordered my machine by the end of January, and by March 3rd, I was off of all 5 medications that I had been on. I was on a pain patch, a pain pill, and a bunch of other poisons, as I now like to refer to them as. And I've been pain-free and symptom-free, and Enagic and Kangen has truly changed my life. So I'm here to share with you today the greatness that it has to offer for all of us. See, Enagic was founded in Japan. It's about 41 years old, and their machines are in over 250 of the top hospitals in Japan, and backed by 6,500 doctors for adult preventative diseases. So what happens is we hook up this machine to your tap, to your cold water line, and the water comes into the machine and splits the molecules. So out of the top you're getting oxygen-rich, alkalized, antioxidant, and microclustered water. And then out the bottom line here, you would get your acid water, that stuff we don't drink. And we'll go into more of that a little bit later. So we have here several different liquids that we often, or at least I often use to drink. And we're just going to go through and show the different properties of waters that or liquids that we often drink on a day-to-day basis and see how good or bad they might be for us. Here we have Dasani. Dasani was actually banned in Europe because they were caught putting tap water in their bottles. So, makes you wonder what we've been drinking all this time, huh? Then we have Aquafina. Me personally, I would drink water on occasion. Maybe a bottle or 2 a week total. Oftentimes my drink of choice was Pepsi. Yes, I admit it. I was quite literally addicted to soda. It got to a point at one time that I would drink up to 6 cans of soda a day. Now, as we go through this demonstration and you see what soda does to us, you'll understand why that was so terrible. Here we're testing Propel, because you know we always hear about how great sports drinks are and hydrating and electrolytes. So we'll test that out and see what we think. We've chosen Sprite because it's a clear liquid, so we'll be able to see the properties of it better. And then we have here the star of our show, Kangen water. So we're going to start by checking the oxidation reduction potential of the water. What that means is we're going to figure out whether it's positive, which means it's aging and rusting us, or if it's negative and keeping us young and healthy. So here I have a pinpoint ORP meter, and this is just going to tell us whether these liquids are positive or negative. So let me show you on a chart here. This is an ORP chart. As you see here on the negative side, we have things like vitamin C out of our oranges, green tea, and Kangen water. And on the positive side, or the aging and rusting side, we have our bottled waters, our tap water, sports drink, and soda. So now we're going to go through and compare these liquids fresh to the chart here. So here we have the Dasani, which is already, wow, over 200 in just a couple of seconds. Wow. We are over 280. So you can only imagine if we got there that quickly, how much worse it could get. And then we have our Aquafina. Aquafina is way over 300. So the aging and sickness that we're getting from these bottled waters is almost off the charts. The charts only go to 400. Then we have our sparkling water. This they use carbonation for the bubbles, and it is over 400. It is literally off the charts for oxidation. It is horrible for us, apparently. Then we have our sports drinks. Remember, these are great for us, hydrating, healthy. But as you can see here on our meter, it's over 330. I don't see what's so healthy about that personally. And then my used to be favorite soda. Over 390. Over 400. This one also is off the charts because it is so oxidizing on our bodies. And then we have our Kangen water, the only drink I now drink. Wow, -700 and climbing. The antioxidant potential of this water is outstanding. You can get more antioxidants in one glass of Kangen water than you could get from a whole field of blueberries. And Kangen water is the only thing that you could drink or put into your body that has the amount of antioxidants that we really need for our health. So now we're going to go into the pH portion, which stands for potential hydrogen of the water. This is going to show us whether things are making our bodies acidic or alkaline. So Dr. Otto Warburg won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1931 for proving the real cause of cancer. And he says cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. So if we're keeping our bodies alkaline, we're keeping our bodies healthy. So here we have our pH chart. Our chart here shows from 0 to 10. 7 is neutral, which would be tap water. And then anything below that is acidic or bad for us. And anything above that is alkaline. So some of our fruits and vegetables and the things we eat on a daily basis. So now we're going to use pH drops, which is phenol red, basically the same thing they would use to test out pools. And this is just going to show us in each liquid where it falls on the acidity chart. So here our Dasani, wow, it's in the 3 to 4 range for acidity. That's terrible. Then we have our Aquafina. It looks like Aquafina might even be worse than Dasani, or right about the same, again in the 3 to 4 range. They're just very, very acidic. Then we have our Perrier, our sparkling water. Because of the carbonation, this one actually shows to be even slightly more acidic than the other waters that we've already shown. We've got our Propel here. And remember, Propel's the one that has the electrolytes that's supposed to keep us healthy and is what we need for hydration. But if you look here, it's extremely acidic, so it's actually making us sick, not better, it would seem. And again, my used to be favorite soda. And this one actually makes me sad. I never had any idea what I was doing to my body when I was drinking this. It is so unbelievably acidic. It's no wonder I got as sick as I did drinking as much of this as I did a day and eating unhealthy for many, many years. Then we have our Kangen water. It is absolutely amazingly alkaline. So by drinking this, it's going to balance the alkalinity of our bodies to bring our bodies back to a self-healing and self-regulating state. So the water just assisted my body in doing what it needed to do to get back to being healthy, and that's how I was able to get off of all of my medication. So we're going to just show a little example here of what a little bit of Kangen water can do to these other liquids that we often drank in the past. Just a little bit, and it already neutralized the water. Oh, apparently we need a little bit more. That one played a little trick on us. And a little bit there. Now this one's fun, because as hard as it tries, it literally cannot turn because of the carbonation, it will always turn back to being acidic. Let's try some more. Thought it might work, but apparently it doesn't. Then we have our Propel, no change, and our soda, no change. So what this is showing us is that it could actually take up to 3 gallons and 3 days for our body to recover from 1 can of soda. So imagine if I was drinking 6 a day, how much Kangen water I would have to drink and how many days and days and days of recovery it's going to take my body to rid itself of the acid from the soda I was drinking. So now we're going to show what this diluted soda does to our bodies, or to the liquids. When we put just a little bit back in, it doesn't take much. Even diluted, it's almost an instant change back to acidity. And we'll do that with the Kangen water here. Put a little more drops in here so we can see how quickly it can ruin such a great thing. All right. So now we're going to go over the microclustering property of the water, which is a fancy way of saying better absorbed. The water has the ability to hydrate our brain in 60 seconds and reach our cells and skin within 10 minutes. So here in this photo, we can see that bottled water has very large clusters. So oftentimes when we drink bottled water, we get that really full feeling and bloated. It's because the water is not being absorbed into our bodies properly and hydrating us, so that it's going into our stomach and making us feel full. And then here is an example of the Kangen water molecules. It's very small. So if you picture trying to throw a softball through a chain link fence, that ball is so large it's not going to fit through the holes. That's like our bodies trying to absorb tap water. Whereas with Kangen water, that's like throwing BBs or marbles through that same fence. Of course, it's going to get right through there because they're so small that it's going to be able to hydrate us. So we have some green tea here. And as we all know, normally to make tea, you have to boil the water. So we're going to show here how we would make tea with regular water. And as you can see, nothing happened. We didn't get anything out of our tea bag. So we'll take that same tea bag here, and now we're going to add Kangen water. Look at that. Instant tea without even touching the tea bag. And just to show you that it's not a magic trick, we'll do it a couple more times so you can see. So we're back to our regular water, and again, nothing really happened. So we'll move it over one more time and do Kangen water again. And again, instant tea. You can actually get up to 20 cups of tea out of one tea bag. That's enough for a whole tea party. So now we're going to discuss the 7 different types of water that the machines make. As you see here on the machine, we have 8.5, 9, and 9.5 waters. These are your alkalized, antioxidant-rich microcluster drinking waters. Right below that, you'll see a 7.0, which is the clean water. This one is used for taking medications. Anything that has a prescription, especially if it's time released, you want to take it with the clean water because the microclustering has the potential to break down the medications faster than they were designed to be broken down. So you just take it with the clean water, and then 30 to 45 minutes later you go back to drinking your regular Kangen water. Then here you see we have beauty water. Beauty water I love. It is an astringent. It's sprayed topically on the skin. It acts as a way to firm, tighten, tone, and soften our skin. I use it head to toe every morning and every night, so when I get out of the shower and before I go to bed, my hair's never been softer, my skin's never felt cleaner, and I get told all the time how radiant I look, and I absolutely love that comment. And then we also have 2.5 strong acidic water, and 11.5 highly alkaline water. So when you press this button here, out of this bottom hose, you would get your 2.5 strong acidic water here. This one has been proven to kill 99.9% of germs and bacteria, and Dr. Filter, who is the medical advisor for Enagic, has stated that it has killed every germ and bacteria it has ever been tested on. Whoa, and if you smell it, you'll smell it. It smells just like chlorine bleach, but there's no chemicals. I love the fact that there's no chemicals because I have a 2-year-old, and I can honestly state that I'm a chemical-free home. I use this water to disinfect my kitchen, bathrooms, and everything that my daughter touches because she's at that age, she puts everything in her mouth. Has for a long time. So knowing that I can clean every surface she touches and there's no chemicals left behind that could harm her is one of the best feelings in the world as a parent. So at the same time that your 2.5 water is coming out of the bottom, you're going to get your 11.5 highly alkaline water out of the top. This water is amazing for cleaning our fruits and vegetables. I use it as my carpet cleaner, my toothpaste, my laundry detergent. I save a lot of money with this water because it replaces so much of what I do. Fresh out of the machine, this is the strongest anti-inflammatory that could be used. So especially for people who have like arthritis or are hurt in any way, you can soak the affected area for 20 minutes and it can reduce inflammation amazingly to the point where people with arthritis have been able to start moving their hands again after they've been stiff for very long periods of time. So I had mentioned about cleaning our fruits and vegetables, and now I'm going to show you exactly how we do that with this water. Let me go ahead and move our tea out of the way here. And here we have some tomatoes. These I just picked up from the supermarket today. So you know it's not a magic trick. They've never been opened. This is the first time they're ever being opened since being packaged. We're going to pour half into this cup here, and we'll use tap water like we would normally wash our fruits and vegetables, and half into this cup here. Just even them out a little bit. Okay, so on this side, this is like we would normally have done with our tap water. And on this side, we're going to add our strong Kangen water. So while those sit for a minute and clean, I'm going to show you just exactly how quickly it emulsifies oils, because we were always told water and oil don't mix. But watch this. So we just use sesame oil. That's because it's a darker oil, so it's easy to see how quickly it works. So here we have our regular water. And look at that, nothing happened. The oil and water are still separated because it can't break down the oil. But now watch when I add our Kangen water. Wow, instantly emulsified that oil. So now our tomatoes have had a few minutes to sit. We're just going to give them a little stir here, and then we're going to dump out the water. So as you see with our tap water, or in this case bottled water, it's still clear. It took nothing off of those tomatoes, so you're still going to be eating all the herbicides and pesticides. And then here we have the Kangen water. Wow. So this is what we've been putting into our bodies for all these years. All those herbicides and pesticides, with the Kangen water, we took it right off. So then we let our audience try our tomatoes and taste the difference for themselves. Now we're going to go in and show you the machines. Enagic offers several different machines that are absolutely amazing. Here we have the Enespa, and this is absolute heaven in the shower. What it does is it actually removes all the chlorine out of our waters, and microclusters it, and then it's going to add back the minerals from Japan from the hot springs. So it's going to leave your hair silkier than it's ever felt, and our skin softer than you could ever even imagine possible. This one runs $2,390 and can be financed for as little as $25 a month with 15 months no interest. Next we have our Level Up R, and this is what's considered our traveling machine. This one only makes our three drinking waters, the 8.5, 9, and 9.5. It has 3 plates, which are titanium dipped in medical grade platinum. And those plates are important because that's what actually creates the alkalized charge in the water that is so beneficial for our body. So the number of plates and the surface area is going to be important when you're picking a machine. With this one, it's $1,480 and can be financed for as little as $17 a month. Then we have our Junior. This one's really popular for people who love the water. Actually, all the machines are popular, let's be honest. This one has 3 plates also, and it actually makes all 7 of the waters. So you can get your drinking waters, your beauty water, and your strong acidic water along with that 11.5 that emulsifies oils. So this could be great for a small family. It runs $2,380 and can be financed for as little as $23 a month. Then we have our SD501, and this is our flagship model. It's one of the very first models that's come out when the company originated and has always been one of the best sellers. It does come in white or platinum, as you see here, which is beautiful. Really the only difference is the color and the fact that the platinum model does speak 5 different languages. These ones have 7 plates and make all 7 of your waters. The regular is $39.80 and the platinum is $42.80. These ones can be financed for $42 to $47 a month, depending on which machine you choose. Then we actually have the SD501 in an under sink mount. So this one comes with a dedicated faucet and a display. So the main machine unit sits under the counter. Because of the hardware, it does run $4,980, but it can be financed for as little as $54 a month. And then we have the Kangen 8, or referred to often as the K8. This one actually has 8 plates, so it's going to create a stronger charge for more antioxidants in our water. This one's $4,980 and can be financed for as little as $54 a month. And then there's a super model. This one has 7 plates on one side and 5 on the other. It's designed more for commercial use, so the 11.5 and 2.5 that it makes is great for restaurants and things of that sort. There are people with larger families that also love this machine. So you're going to have your SD501 features on one side and your strong acidic water on the other. This one's $5,980 and can be financed for as little as $65 a month. So there are payment options with Enagic. They do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee minus a restocking fee. If you don't love it, you could return it, although I've never met anybody who'd ever want to return their machine because they love it so much. Then we oftentimes recommend the Chase financing. This one is the one that would offer 15 months no interest and can be used to pay for your machine on the spot. So this is a great option if you have a credit score of 650 or higher. Or Enagic has a great financing options. They will approve anybody, so it's not run off of credit, and they require 20% down, and then the payments run from $107 to $270 a month, depending on which model you choose. And they have different terms, so it can go anywhere from 3 months to 16 months long, and that's automatically taken out of a debit or credit card. But we want to warn you about the competition. When you go online, you will see that there are other ionizers on the market. The thing is that Enagic is a patented company. so nobody can steal our designs. So the competition always compares themselves to us because we're the best. So don't be fooled. Let me show you here. This is an Agic plates. Large, great coverage, and this is the competition. They're very small. You're not going to get much out of that water. But here's the real deal. As you can see with the Agic, not only are the plates larger, but they're solid, where the competition uses mesh. You need electrical charge over the solid surface area of the plates in order to create the strength of the antioxidants in the water. And this is what happens to the plates over time. Our machines actually have self-cleaning features that will help stop any of this from happening to our plates. This shows our model compared to the competition, including the motherboard and the size of the plates. And Agic is a triple gold seal certified by the International Authority on Water Quality. We're the only ionizer on the market that has the gold seal in the United States. So then we want to talk a little bit about the Agic compensation plan. It is also patented. Nobody can steal the design. Here you can start at a 1A, and if you sell machines to others, you could make as much as $285 on your first machine. Now the amount of compensation is going to be based off of the model of machine you sell, so it could be a little lower or a little higher. If you're really interested in the business, please get in contact with us. The potential to make money is amazing. You could make all the way up to $1,710 per machine sale. So if you're interested, come talk to us, let us know, and we'll let you know more about the business and how you can change your water and change your life.